The first example in this series says the difference of 10 and 5. The difference of 10 and 5. We know that difference means subtract. When we want to find the difference, we subtract. So the difference of 10, so that will be 10 minus 5. So that's how we would write the algebraic expression for the difference of 10 and 5. The next question says age decreased by 7. Age decreased. So when we see decreased, it means subtract. Decrease by 7. So 8 by 17. So age is gonna be 17 less. Whatever age is. So we age minus 17. So the expression for age decreased by 17 is age minus 17. The next question says the quotient of 14 and 7. The quotient. So when we see quotient, we know that we're going to divide. So the expression for this would be 14 divided by 7. The quotient of 14 and 7. The next one says half of 14. Half of 14. So that will be 14 and half. When we need to find half of something, we know that we divide by 2. X increased by 6. Increased by. So x increased by mean that we're adding 6 to x. So x plus 6. The product of x. The next one says the product of x and 7. The product mean multiplication. Mean we have to multiply x and 7 to find the product. So that's x times 7. And the sum of q and 8. Sum means we add. So that's q. Let me write that q better. That's q plus 8. And that's it for those examples. Okay, so our next example says 6 squared. As we know that exponent, so this is, we did exponent in a lesson before, so 6 squared would mean 6 raised to the second power. So that's the expression that shows 6 squared. The second example says twice q. Twice. We know that twice means 2. So 2q. Twice q. Twice a variable called q. Twice means 2. So always remember that whenever we see twice, it means 2. We're multiplying by 2 or divide anything 2. So twice q, the expression would be 2q. Okay, so this question says the product of 8 and 12. Product. What does product mean? Well, product means multiply. So the product of 8 and 12 will be 8 times 12. Or we can write it all as also as 8, and we can put a dot in the middle, times 12. That's the same thing. 8 times 12, or 8 with a full stop or period. Time. That's it. That would be the expression. 8. The product of 8 and 12, the expression is 8 times 12. The quotient of 18 and n. Quotient means that we're dividing. So in order to find the quotient, we have to divide. So that would be 18 divided by n. Or we could also have 18 over n. Either ways would work because we're finding the quotient, so we have to divide. Okay, so we're going to evaluate each of these expressions. So the first one says 5 squared, so that would be 5 squared. And we know that's 5 times 5, so that's 25. And the next one says 20 decreased by 17, so that would be 20 minus 17 equals 3, decreased by 17. Twice 6, that will be twice 6, that will be 2 times 6, and 2 times 6 is 12. And the next one says the product of 8 and 10, so 8 times 10, that would be 80. And the next one says the quotient of 96 and 8, so that would be 96 divided by 8, or we can just have 96 and division sign divided by 8, and that would give us 12. And that's it for the evaluation of expressions.